Alright guys, we're going to talk more about expanding ourselves so that we can find peace. Alright guys, we're going to talk about inner peace some more. So I talked about how I found inner peace, but I wanted to go more into detail about how you could find it for yourself, because I really think that's ultimately what everyone wants. I remember having a conversation with a coworker who didn't understand some of my choices. She didn't understand why I wanted to be child-free. She didn't understand why I wasn't really seriously dating. And she was like, like, what else could you want, like in life? And I looked at her and I seriously said, inner peace. Like, I want inner peace. And she was really taken aback by that response. And I'm like, I think more people want that than you realize. I think I'm really fortunate because I don't have a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or kids or whatever. I don't have a pet, I would love one. I don't have a lot of responsibilities except for taking care of myself, and that has led me to have time in the space to heal myself and to work on myself. And not everyone has that, in their life and that space to do that, because they're a busy mom or busy with work. They're working full time. But I want everyone to know that it's all accessible to everybody, this inner peace. And it can be found through realizing that you're not your thoughts. You are the one observing the thoughts. That silent observer, that one that is watching the thoughts, that self-awareness. When you meditate and when you take that time to be still, you realize that that's who you really are. And when you realize that's who you really are, you're the silent observer, and you're not the one that's has to have an opinion on everything, like your annoying roommate in your head. I don't know if you've ever read The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Highly recommend. He talks a lot about this. The Watcher, the silent watcher. And like, is that the language he uses? I'd have to go back, but I really want to expand more on this. So toodaloo, but we're gonna do more. We're gonna talk about this